Thanks for joining me with my third Alaskan video from my vacation in July 2010. In this video, most of the footage will be from a small boat tour in Resrrection Bay, just south of Seward, Alaska, off the Pacific coast of Alaska. It's a wildlife and glacier tour run by Alaska Saltwater Lodge. It's the small group whale watching and glacier tour. By small group, they mean 12 people maximum, and that's what we had. That included myself and mom and dad as well. Unlike my other couple of videos before this one, I don't have any comical or funny stories really. This video is just to show off the fantastic scenery and wildlife. The weather was pretty fair. Here's a jellyfish, not a real good picture, but we saw jellyfish, we saw seagulls, other tour boats were in the area, and a giant seabird colony. Most of these are kittiwakes, a small kind of gull.
You see the picture? Yeah. I just seen it with my bare eyes. Yeah. I see it really cool. And once you get close up, you really see them.
And also some sea lions.
Oh, there's a sound. Oh, they're moving a little bit. Let's see, get this damn boat out of here.
Now, maybe a couple hours into the trip, maybe it wasn't that long, but this was an 8-hour trip, we saw another seabird colony. This time, this one featured a lot of puffins. And while we were stopped to admire the puffins, we saw mountain goats just right on the ledge, right in front of us. Then we headed over to another part of the bay where there were some porpoises first. And then eventually, we found some humpback whales. I love the way they expel the air out of their lungs, giant puffs that you can see and hear for literally miles.
Oh man, Cow Cafe.
I was in the bathroom. I was like, hold on. What?
All right. Woo!
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Got it.
Awesome.
Oh.
Oh man. Oh.
Oh.
Tanya, you did great.
Tanya.
It's spelled the same way.
No. It's Tanya. Mom, are you getting some pictures?
Yeah, I hope.
You better be.
Hope they're not just black dots.
Well, after this bout of whales, what could be any better than that? We were about halfway done with our tour, but we still had to go see the Exit Glacier. This is a glacier coming off of the Harding ice field, which is literally hundreds of miles in size. Got some kayakers approaching. Once in a while, a big hunk of ice would bump our boat, probably not on purpose. There are actually 3 different glaciers that were feeding into this part of the bay. This is not Resrrection Bay anymore, it's some other bay. Now watch closely for a calving event, a little piece of ice, actually probably not all that little, but compared to the giant glacier, a smaller part of ice breaks off and falls into the ocean. That's called calving. That's something that everyone gets real excited about. I always was not real excited about it because I worry about the glaciers melting with climate change and everything. But when I was there, now I know why the calving is such an interesting thing. When that big hunk of ice falls off the glacier into the water, it makes a giant blast of sound, similar to fireworks. So it was quite a stunning event.
There's one up at the rock. Maybe he's the chief honcho.
Well, actually, they have harems, so this really is a big male, and he's going up there to say hi to all his females.
And that's not a big male up there, is it? Or is that a big mama? Look up on top of it. Look at
All right, well, on our way back, actually, to Seward, where the boat left, our tour guides got word that there were some whales, humpback whales, that were doing a kind of foraging called bubble netting. This is where the matriarch of a group, she dives down real deep, blows a bubble, and the bubble somehow collects the food that the whales eat, all into one small space. The rest of the whales then dive, and all of them come up at once with their mouths wide open in an effort to get all this food.
Look at that.
That boat's really getting a show over there.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Mom?
Did you get some?
Did you see that?
Wow.
Well, this boat trip was just stunning, but it had to come to an end, and so it did. Now here's just some photos to transition into the following day, when Mom and Dad and I got into our rental car and went just on to the other side of Seward to a place called Exit Glacier, where within a short distance hike and another small group of people following a ranger, we made it to the actual glacier itself. This hike was interesting because every now and then on the trail you'd get a marker that showed where the glacier was in certain decades, and this is a very rapidly melting glacier. It's receding. This was just an amazing part of the trip, which overall was amazing as well. So, wonderful place. There will be a part 4 to this video. It will show scenes from Homer, a small fishing village. That probably will be my last video from Alaska. Thanks for watching.